Hi there, welcome to the second edition of my 10-minute moan. Today, and the topic of this one is John Swinney piling in to the Humza Yousaf versus Elon Musk issue and his crackers, right? So, just to give you a wee update, I've got some clips here. John Swinney was interviewed by BBC Scotland tonight, and he'd done a little piece explaining what's going on with Humza and Elon, and then gave you John Swinney's ridiculously funny response to a couple of peculiar questions. Okay, so the first video I'm going to show you is Humza Yousaf being asked at the Edinburgh Fringe thing that he's doing some talk at. There's about 3 people turned up, and how he spoke about Elon Musk. Have a wee look at this.
Most dangerous men on the planet. He is not accountable to anybody. He has vast wealth at his fingertips and disposal, and he uses it for some of the most wicked evil I've seen.
So there we go, some nice words how to describe one of the richest men in the world, and most influential men in the world, right? So this is Humza, like at the start of this chaos. And then what happens is the both of them go toe to toe on Twitter, and here's the BBC's version of that update.
Mr. Yousaf called him a dangerous race baiter and reportedly threatened legal action. The billionaire bit back, daring the former party leader to sue him.
Some nice words there, eh? He's a race baiter, right? And you don't expect an actual response for that from probably the most influential man in the world right now, okay? So then John Swinney was asked, you hear it, should the Scottish Government or the British Government give Humza money to fight Elon Musk at court, right? And here's what John Swinney said.
On a visit to Glasgow, the First Minister was asked if the SNP or the government could provide financial support to Mr. Yousaf in any legal case. John Swinney said that was a question for him.
Right, John, this is a dead simple answer, right? You've said, so you've been asked, should we give, money to Humza? And you've said, that's a question for Humza. No, it's a question for you, because you are the head of the Scottish Government. It's no Humza that makes that decision. He used to be the First Minister, right? It's your job now. And the right answer is no. Nor the Scottish Government, nor the British Government will be giving any money to a man that's got a personal and private umbrage with somebody else, right? We're no your piggy bank, we're certainly no Humza Yousaf's piggy bank, okay? And if you get any idea at all of the kind of money you would probably need to take on the richest man in the world on behalf of the ex-First Minister of Scotland, you would probably guess that it's not going to happen, right? The right answer, John, was no, right? And now, let's have a listen to how John Swinney thinks this thing's playing out. This just blew my mind, right? And I'll explain why once you've finished watching it.
I want to make sure that we have a civilised discourse, and the way that Elon Musk has talked about Humza Yousaf is just completely and utterly unacceptable.
Right, so the way Elon Musk has spoke about Humza Yousaf's terrible. Not one mention about how your colleague, the ex-First Minister Humza Yousaf, has spoke about him. Right? It's this, we've never done anything bad, look at the bad guys who are there. And you're picking a fight with somebody you ain't going to win. You aren't going to beat them, right? So it's just bonkers. Absolutely bonkers. This, the take you're doing on it. Now this bit is even better, right? Just listen to this.
And I made clear last week my concern that social media companies, and Elon Musk obviously owns a social media company, are not being held to account for the behaviour that is essentially being played out on their networks.
Right. So, if that's true, right, and they're doing stuff that's against the law, then go and talk to the police about it. Don't even suggest for a minute that we might even consider taking sides and financially covering a private individual who's not the First Minister anymore, his personal case against this man in a court of law. just go to the police. Because if you think that there's been any criminality on behalf of Elon Musk or ex-Twitter, then instead simple. Because see the woman that's like at the top of the tree for prosecution and stuff and all that legal stuff, she's on your cabinet. She sits beside you at meetings. We've seen it on the TV, right? So you don't even need to make a phone call or go down and visit a police station, get a crime number like a normal person would, right? You could just go, excuse me, darling, can I get a wee word with you? Got a wee bit of a problem, right? With Elon Musk. I think he's broke the law. Go and do that. Don't even contemplate thinking that the Scottish people should be paying for a lawsuit because Humza has been upset with some words from Elon Musk. When Humza is described, if you remember at the start of this video, some nasty words to Elon Musk, right? It's just bonkers. Absolutely, utterly bonkers. So, the BBC Scotland, right? This is how they wrapped up this 5-minute piece on this.
It will be hard for governments around the globe to hold the richest man in the world to account. Tonight, Elon Musk will interview US presidential candidate Donald Trump. Both men may have more to say on this latest row. Andrew Kerr, reporting Scotland.
So they will, right? They'll be devastated. But the only topic, the guy's trying to become the president of the United States of America. BBC Scotland think he's going to have a wee chat with Donald Trump about Humza Yousaf. Right? Now, it might come up in the conversation. It'll be about 30 seconds, right? They'll be laughing about it. Okay? It's no hot topic for him. But the maddest thing to me is, right? There's been an accusation made about one of your colleagues, and you're the gaffer, right? Of being a racist. You've got easy access to your colleague making pretty disparaging comments about the richest guy in the world. Now, if that was a normal workplace, you'd probably go, hold on a minute, we're going to have a look at this. We've had allegations of one of your workers, right, of racism. Probably an automatic suspension. If not suspended, at least a wee internal chat, right? We'll have a wee gang, have a look at it, and decide as a group whether we think the racist allegation is true or not true. But no the SNP. What the SNP are saying is, when asked, the head of the SNP and the First Minister of Scotland, when asked, is it a consideration that the Scottish Government, the UK Government, should fund a court case from Humza against Elon Musk? Your answer is, it's really a question for Humza, that, isn't it? You spineless, leaderless specimen of a man. Can you see how pathetic you are? Because that's what you're becoming. You're supposed to be the leader of the Scottish Parliament. Title First Minister kind of gives the game away. And you are totally capable of leadership. Leaders make decisions, tough ones and easy ones, constantly. You asked a simple question where the answer's just easy. No happening, right? Would the Scottish Government consider, or the British Government consider funding his lawsuit? Your answer, that's really a question for Humza. Every day I just get more, and I shouldn't, but I get more and more disappointed by what leads our parliaments. Both of them. Holyrood with this guy, and Westminster with Starmer, and before him Sunak. Right, I don't even know if Sunak was much better or much worse, right enough. The level of leadership is absolutely hee-haw. Right? And this, today, is a cracking example of how piss poor the leadership in both parliaments is. Spineless. Absolutely spineless. Imagine any other industry in the world where that was a leader. Leaders are meant to inspire people, take ownership, take responsibility. That's a wee question for Humza, that. if you had any balls about you at all, you would have said no. It's a private matter between two individuals. And the right thing to do would be when somebody's been accused of racism in your organisation is to actually consider if it's right or wrong. No you. You want to attack the richest man and arguably the most powerful man in the world. So good luck with that, John. If you enjoyed the video, please give it a thumbs up. If you've not already done so, please hit subscribe and notifications. And as long as you're no John Swinney or Humza Yousaf or any of the crackpots that will jump on their side with us, right? See all them, know you, but see everybody else in the world. Have a great day. Cheery bye now.